Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome back to the Mystic Hearts channel. So today I will be channeling a love message for you. If you've come across this channel, then chances are you probably identify with the divine journey, the divine love journey that you're on. You may also identify with the twin flame journey as well. So on this channel, we're really here just to provide guidance, to provide, some clarity on some things that you may be going through on this journey that you're on. This really is just a safe space here for us to channel messages that could be coming through from your divine, for this specific collective here. So on that note, we might get straight into it. So as I said, so this will be a love reading. I will be channeling messages that are coming through from your divine. So what I'll do to start with is I will start with a energy check. So we'll actually see if this is your energy that's coming through, just to check that this is actually your collective. Try not to make these details fit. If this is not your collective, then there will be other collectives that I will read for. And so I will be uploading those. So try not to make these details fit. I will keep this as detailed as I possibly can so that you do actually know if this is your collective or not. And we'll just take it from there. So just starting off with the Island Time Wellness deck today. So just doing an energy check. So this will be your energy that we're channeling right now. So just trying to see really what's happening with your energy. So I'll just get a few cards here, please, Spirit. What is going on with this beautiful collective? Oh, we're being very particular about the cards. Oh, it wanted to come out, but didn't. Two more, please. There we go. Okay. All right, so we'll check to see what's actually going on with you. So we've got keys on a ring. We've got cassette. We've got the phoenix. Oh. We've got heartbroken. As well, and then underneath here we've got karmic relationship. I just feel like I need to put these under here for you. All right, so let's just have a look to see what's going on in your energy. As I said, we just need to check to make sure this is actually your collective that we're dealing with here. So we've got keys on a ring. So many options, decisions, strung along, one night stand. So I think that you feel very, as we've, as the card said, very strung along by this person. So I have a feeling you're actually not in contact with this person, with your divine, with the person on your mind. So yeah, so I think that this, as is with many, twin flame connections, or with many divine connections, this probably was something that was quite a short-lived romance, shall we say. So short-lived romance. So you probably met very, very serendipitously, probably came in, you were both probably very broken at the time. You came in and like magnets, you would have be very drawn to each other, but then very quickly you would have been separated by the divine, and you would have actually started to propel each other away. So on another note, I feel like you may have actually just found a key ring, or you're having problems with your keys. Maybe you've just lost your keys just very recently. I'm just getting that through as well, just to tie to this reading. But I think that very quickly, this person then made you feel like an option very quickly. So I think that you probably came in, met very serendipitously, very quickly separated, so that you could, commence your work that's required during separation. And I think that this person definitely made you feel like you were an option when you were actually with them. And this is exactly what's going through your head at the moment. So you're just going over exactly that. So outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your mind. So this is very much a reflective energy that's going on at the moment. So very Six of Cups energy. I think that you might be very stuck in the mind at the moment, actually, about what actually happened in the past with this person. I think that's probably causing you quite a bit of pain. Actually, I think you're reliving some pretty hard things that happened in that relationship. Actually, I think that this actually really caused you quite a bit of pain. And we've got that here also, look, see, with the heartbroken card. So I can see that here. And just to confirm what I was thinking or feeling before is that you are in separation from this person. So I have a feeling that it might have actually been quite a long time since you've actually heard from this person. So I think that you're grieving at the moment, you're mourning, as I said, quite stuck in the head. I think that through amongst it, although you are actually going through a Phoenix phase at the moment. So Phoenix is all about rebirth, really going on the path of that divine connection, really trying to heal out things that you've had to confront, have to face as part of this journey. So I think you're really trying to Phoenix at the moment. That's actually a very positive card here. And amongst, we do have some not great cards, to be fair, with the heartbroken. So I can really feel the heartache with this collective. I think that you are really going through it at the moment. And here we have with karmic relationship as well. So I'm actually getting a couple of things with this. Firstly is I think that you may have at some point actually thought that this was a karmic relationship. So I don't think so at the moment, but I think that you come in and out of that. So whether you've actually got belief that this is your twin flame, your divine person, or whether this is actually a karmic relationship, I feel that you're actually going in and out of that, to be honest. Which is not an easy thing to be going with. As I said, I'm feeling a very heavy heart with this collective. So my heart definitely goes out to you, because this is really tough energy, actually quite heavy energy that I can see here. And this is also then with the stabbed in the back as well. So I think that you are, as I said, you're just reflecting on everything here. You're feeling that, that there was just a lot of damage done here. I have to say, I can really feel that there's a lot of damage. But also the dragonfly, and funny that I put that, it's quite magic that I put that straight under the Phoenix as well. So the dragonfly is also around rebirth. It's around transition. The dragonfly goes from, being that tiny, insect that is actually in the water, and then rebirths then into the dragonfly. So the life cycle of the dragonfly is actually pretty magic in itself. So that's really what you're trying to do. So you're trying to Phoenix out of this. You're trying to become the dragonfly. Really look at a new way of doing things here. Is really what I'm getting. I might just get another couple as well for that. I'm feeling that there's another couple of cards as well that are needed here. Oh, there we go. So heart with the key. And this one as well. Okay. There's actually two here. So I've got heart with the key, and these extra two. So as we've said, so with the heart with the key, this person definitely still holds the keys to your heart. I think that you go, as we've said, I think that you go through from thinking this may be a karmic relationship, this might be in a karmic connection, but then I think that you definitely, this person holds a key to your heart. You, I think deep down, do truly believe that this person is your divine connection, and that is to do with all of the healing that this relationship has actually triggered within you, which is exactly what the twin flame journey is supposed to do. You're supposed to step into into your healing journey. You're supposed to be confronting those really difficult things, those difficult scars that you have been avoiding for most of your life. The twin flame journey forces you to actually look at that. And I can see here then with the addiction, so exactly as we're saying, so codependence, obsession, possession, controlling, all of this. So this is all around your shadow. So this is exactly what this connection pushed you into facing, is actually your shadow work, which is why this person still holds a key to your heart, even though you do feel quite stabbed in the back by this connection. And of course, and as we've said, you are still in no contact. I do think it's been some time since you've heard from this person. All right, so very good. So that is your energy. So we'll just get rid of these cards here. So your energy. I just see. So we're just going to tap into your person's energy now, just to see who we're actually dealing with. Like I said, I'm getting the feeling that it's been some time since you've heard from this person. I'm also getting the impression that you may have just heard from this person as well. Why am I getting that feeling? All right, so let's see which deck are we going to get. All right, I might get this. All right, so we're going to get the Broken Mirror deck just to confirm your person's energy here. All right, Spirit, let's see what we've got. So we'll just start by shuffling the deck. Just to see what we've got here, just to... Oh, already I've got... This is actually a little bit tricky, and I've already got cards that are falling out at me. So which this one? What are you? So mind games. Testing you, analyzing you. Funny that I should have pulled that card out when I actually had the feeling that you may have just heard from this person. So let's just put that back again. All right, let's just see. Just going to do that again. Going to do these cards again. Alright, that was a little bit easier that time. Alright. Just shuffle these cards. I'm just going to split these cards into 3 as well. Let's just see what we get to come through. Alright, let's just see what comes through for your person. There we go, the non-contact card. For a lot of you, yeah, you've been in no contact for some time. Okay, I've got cards just falling out here at me at the moment. What's this card here? Two more. Oh, there it is. Okay. And we've got 2 more here. Right, so let's just deal with these cards here that we've got. So, actually see. What have we actually got here? So, as we said, I was getting the feeling that there has been no contact here with this person from some time. So just confirming exactly what's going on. I have a feeling though, as I was saying, that there has been a message that has come through. I think this actually came through as quite a shock, to be honest. There was a message that's come through after quite some contact, quite a lot of time that you guys have been separated. I think that this person potentially had you blocked, may have actually just unblocked you as well, and you may be waiting for that message, that you're anticipating that message to come through. I'm also getting that as well. Or this is someone that, as I said, has just reached out to you after a long time of no contact, and this communication, has just been, which I think has actually left you in quite a lot of inner turmoil, is what I'm thinking. Is what I'm hearing with this person. So this person has, as you can see here, I just have to put something over the top of that, just because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But as you can see, this person here has still got a lot of desire for you. And I think that this message was actually expressing that. Or that this message is what you're anticipating, right? But I think this person still has a lot of desire, as is with a divine connection, with a twin flame journey. You guys do hold each other on a pedestal, and this desire for each other really never goes away. It's really quite. It's a very strong connection that the two of you experience together. So it does not surprise me that this desire is here. So I think that this message has actually come through, or is about to come through to you, expressing a couple of things here. So I think this person is actually going through some serious tower moments in their life, which is why they will be reaching out. They'll be reminiscing. They'll be thinking about the good times that you guys shared, about the love and the support that you provided this person. And this is definitely here with this card. So as I said, so your person you're thinking about is either going through chaos, job loss, a real tower moment I can see in their lives is what is happening with this person. So like I said, I think this has actually really put you into turmoil as to what's going on here and what really should be your next move. So here we've got the Netflix and chill, and we've got distractions. So I'm getting a couple of things for this. I think that this person has reached out to you. I think specifically around this Netflix and chill, I think that this person probably has sent you a message that is very non-committal. I think that it's been very blasé, almost like a hey, what are you doing, what are you up to? And I don't think that you're particularly happy with that. I don't get the feeling you're particularly happy with what's come through. And I think this is what this is here through the distraction. So temptation, always busy, keeping you waiting. I think that you were concerned that if you do respond back to this person, then you will actually end up just repeating this whole cycle again. And you were really questioning as to where this, where this message is coming from. So what is the basis for it? Is it because they really want to be with you and want to be spending time with you, or is it because of all of this chaos that's currently happening in their life? For those of you who haven't actually received a message yet, I think that you are anticipating that this message is going to be coming through from this person. I think that you do know that this person is suffering quite a bit of mess in their lives. So we're actually going to go and confirm that with tarot. I'm going to actually get a tarot deck for that. But I think that, that you are very much on the fence at the moment as to what you should be doing with this person. So either you're anticipating this person's going to reach out, or you actually think that they might be reaching out. I just want to get two more cards. Two more cards, please, universe. Two more cards. Oh, that was two. They just came out straight away there. So what have we got? So we've got Spotlight and the X. Yeah, so I think that you feel what we were saying. So we've got the no contact and the spotlight under that. So we've got limelight, audience, self-absorbed. I think that you think that this person has a little bit of narcissistic behavior. I do dislike using that word. I think that the word narcissist is thrown around a lot today. However, I do think that you feel that this person has been quite self-absorbed. That's then what led to this blocking behavior. And I think that going back to, back to the first lot of cards, is that this person really made you feel like a third party. So we've got unfaithful, love triangle, ex in question. I think that you feel that they might have actually gone back to an ex, or that they always had an ex in the background that was interfering in this connection. So I think that that actually brought you a lot of pain. I think that you want this person to reach out to you, if they haven't already, and actually explain this, actually talk this through with you. However, given that you do see that they have narcissistic tendencies, or very self-absorbed tendencies, I think that you are really questioning as to where this is actually coming from, if this is actually genuine or not. All right, so I think, so we've got his energy. Oh, the other thing that I wanted to say too, just to the back, is that when I say he or she, as you might hear me say throughout this reading, these are not gendered readings as such. So you may end up identifying with either the masculine or the feminine energies. It really, so in a divine connection, a twin flame connection, really there is always a masculine and a feminine energy, regardless of which meat vessel you actually are part of. So you may, so by no means is this a gendered reading. And as I said, you actually may end up, depending on where you are with your journey, actually identifying or with either the masculine or the feminine. So there is no gender in these, but this is definitely the divine masculine. That's the energy that I'm looking at here, hence I use the word he. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to actually break down what's going on with this divine masculine. So I think we have, and what Spirit really wants you to know with this divine masculine as to what's going on. So Spirit, which tarot deck do we want to get? All right, I'm going to get the Angel Tarot deck. So I just want to break down this divine masculine. What do your angels need you to hear today? What do they want you to know about this connection? I'm just gonna break that down. So here we go. All right, so straight away. So straight away, so we had the Empress came out. We've had the King of Swords in reverse. So this is what your team wants you to know about your connection. All right, so we've got here, so the Empress. All right, so just confirming that this is definitely, as we said, so this is the divine feminine card. So you are a divine feminine. You are identifying with the twin flame journey, with the divine journey. So this connection has really pushed you into being the Empress. It has taught you around love and compassion, around abundance, which is a really wonderful thing. It's a beautiful thing to see the Empress card actually come through, and then that is what your team, is saying. They can actually see you stepping into your Empress glow, which is actually really beautiful. That is the point of the twin flame journey. And so just on that, I feel like I need to digress and just to touch on the twin flame journey, just so that we all just understand exactly what it is, since that is what we are going to be channeling on this channel, which is why you will be drawn to this. So the twin flame journey is really about dealing with that trauma that you have been avoiding your whole life. And so the divine will put someone across your path, who is your twin flame. And they say that the twin flame journey is actually a soul that has been split into two, and this person that you meet will be very serendipitously, either you shouldn't have been there at the same time, or you will have, not to be at that place and all of a sudden you were there, or you might be at a barbecue and then your friend brings along someone that was never supposed to be there. So there will be, divine timing as to when you actually meet this person, and this person will be an incredible energy to you. You will attract each other like magnets. And what this person is designed to do is to highlight all of those issues that you have just essentially been refusing to face. You do meet each other when you are both very broken, typically. So both of you have been through a lot of trauma in your life, to both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And because of that trauma, you ultimately end up highlighting all of the issues that are there. You end up triggering each other very much, and you ultimately then end up, just like magnets, actually pushing each other away. And then the divine will then step in and then ensure that you are separated, so that you can then begin that healing journey. And that healing journey is tough. It is not an easy journey to be on. You will end up confronting everything that you're supposed, that you need to. And then ultimately what happens is, once you have learnt to heal, you've actually learnt what that looks like, you then discover what your divine path is in life. So what should you be doing? What is your mission work here on this planet? How are you supposed to be giving back? Once you've been able to do that, once you've been able to heal out what needs to be healed, then the divine will bring you finally back into union again. The timeline of that, though, only the divine knows, and that can be very, very confronting for both the divine masculine and feminine while you're on that journey. Typically what will happen is the divine feminine will be given the longing veil, and the divine masculine is typically given the avoidant veil. And then those are really the issues that you need to be healing out. So for the divine feminine, it's all around the need to be loved, that very codependent energy that needs to be healed out, that that real neediness in the divine feminine, the rejection, that real longing veil, very much around self-esteem, that needs to be healed out. And the divine masculine is the opposite. So the divine masculine will then go into an avoidant veil, and so they are just running. They are running from everything that they are trying to heal out. And so in order for the divine masculine to then commence the healing, is they will be given a lot of tower moments, external tower moments, in order to be then to commence that healing, because they are avoiding, which is probably what you have noticed with your divine masculine. Because there is so much healing that has to happen for both the divine masculine and feminine, that journey has to happen separately. And so you will come into contact with a whole lot of karmic situations designed to be able to heal that out while you are in separation. And like I said, it's not an easy journey, and it takes time. It's not a quick journey. It's not an easy journey. But I'm getting the feeling that whoever this collective is, he has actually been on this journey for some time. I'm getting that feeling, which is why you are now starting to step into your Empress glow. All right, so I digress. So then let's get back to these cards again. So you're the Empress. So what you're dealing with here, though, is the King of Swords as well. So the King of Swords in reverse, I should say. So this is very much an avoidant, a lack of action, can actually be quite manipulative, the King of Swords, and also very much an avoidant. So this is confirming, essentially what we've been saying here. So you are definitely stepping into your divine glow, but the King of Swords here is actually who you're dealing with. And we've got Five of Swords here. So this is very much around, the difficulties that are happening in his life at the moment. I think both of you, are struggling with this at the moment. This is, air energy here as well. I do need to say that. So we've got the King of Swords and the Five of Swords. One after the other, so very much air energy. So you could be dealing with an air sign here. So Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini is probably your divine masculine. The other thing that this also refers to is very much in the head. So we've got King of Swords is also, he's very quite cutthroat for another way of putting it. So quite detached, the King of Swords. So, and then then supported here with the Two of Swords as well. I was going to say the Empress too is very much earth energy as well. So she's the queen of she's Mother Earth. I should say not queen, but Mother Earth. So you could be an earth sign. You also could be dealing with an earth sign as well, as what I'm hearing. But definitely Five of Swords at the moment. Really going through the battle of the mind there with this person. Two of Wands. We've got Two of Wands in reverse. So this is all around a crossroads at the moment that this person is dealing with. So very much a crossroads, trying to make the right decision. This is in reverse though, so I think that this person is really struggling with trying to make that choice. As I said, I do get the feeling that this person is going through a lot of towers at the moment. So I'll get another row to confirm this, but really stuck at the moment between... actually, let me get another one for that. What's this Two of Swords about? What's this stuck over making a decision? What is this? Spirit, what is this? What's this Two of Swords about? One more. What's this Two of Swords about? Okay. So this is stuck about making a decision. So we've got the Seven of Swords. Right, so this is all around avoidance. Seven of Swords is also quite sneaky. The Seven of Swords is, it's really the avoidant behavior. So we're coming back. So we're really just confirming exactly what we were talking about. So the Seven of Swords is really what this divine masculine is in a lot of, he's in burden about it. Look, the Ten of Wands came through as well. So really in burden, unable to make a choice at the moment. I think I think you might have had intuition about this as well. If you haven't actually heard from this person, I think you've actually had intuition that they're going through these, through these issues in their world. Like I said, I think that they are really going through tower moments. On the tower card didn't come out here, but I think they're going through a lot of difficulty, which is why they have ultimately reached out to you. Or that's what your intuition is telling you. This is why this person has reached out to you. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, though. Right, so this is how they see you as the Queen of Pentacles, what I'm getting. The Queen of Pentacles is really a beautiful card. You know, she's all about stability. Queen of Pentacles really, you know, she has her stuff together. The Queen of Pentacles, you know, she sits there on her throne. You know, she has, you're probably quite successful in your career, or this person sees you as quite successful in your career. And I think that even though you may not feel like this, I think that this person actually really sees you as well, yeah, as really as the Queen of Pentacles, as they obviously hold you on a quite a bit of pedestal as well. Nine of Wands is the other card that's come through for this. So the Nine of Wands is really about closing out cycles, or wanting to close out cycles, right? Coming through, taking a stand. I think that this is really where this divine masculine wants to go. I think he's really stuck at the moment about, you know, key decisions that he has to make in his life, key decisions that he has to make around leaving behind his, you know, his avoidant tendencies. You know, this is really burdening him. He's really trying to close out a cycle here. There will be tower moments, as I said, that he's going through, that the universe will be trying to highlight that to him. But I think that he's actually really quite struggling here. I think I just get this overwhelming sense, you know, of a burden here with him. Yeah, all right. So what we might do then, just going to break this down, and I want to see what this divine masculine's intentions are. What are his intentions towards you? I might just bring this out actually. I might just bring this out and just see what this divine masculine's intentions are towards you. I'm going to get another tarot deck actually to do this. This is a stained glass tarot deck. I just want to see, what is this divine masculine's intentions towards you? What does he intend to do? What have we got there? So this actually came out first. All right, so we've got the Death card in reverse. We've got the Hanged Man in reverse. We've got Temperance, the Four of Wands, the Magician in reverse, and then we've got the Ace of Wands as well. So Death in reverse. So this is really him trying to close out a cycle. So this was what just came out before. You know, it's what was going on. So this is confirming it. So we've got the Death card. So he's trying to close out this cycle. He wants to start something new with you is what I'm starting to get. But I think this is really struggling, really having, you know, a blockage when it comes to dealing with his shadow is what I'm getting. I'm getting this real sense that he's having difficulty with moving on and closing out those karmic cycles that are in his world at the moment. This is the Hanged Man, but it's in reverse. So the Hanged Man in reverse is all about, you know, that he's been in a hangman energy. So he has been reflecting. He's been going off over, you know, past relationships, past, you know, needs and wants that have been going on. And now he understands actually what he wants. He understands what he wants, but there's the blockage. There's this blockage in coming forward, or there's this blockage in actually meeting you where you need to be, with what you require. I'm getting that real sense that you yourself, you're in your Empress glow, you're in your Empress energy, and I think that is actually probably quite intimidating at the moment, sort of your divine masculine. I think that he can see you glowing up. I think that he can see that, or he's heard down the grapevine that you are, that you're glowing up, and I think that that's actually a real blockage here. I think that is really just, I think that he's really struggling with coming forward at the moment. So then you've got the Temperance card as well. So the Temperance card is all about balance. It's all about, balancing the masculine and the feminine, the yin and the yang. It's also about divine protection. I always see this as my divine protection card as well. You've got Archangel Michael. I very much see this as the card of the divine, and so probably this will also be contributing through to your blockages, is through divine protection. I think that you are being divinely protected from your masculine at the moment while he's actually going through these issues, and so while we've got these blockages here. We do have the Four of Wands though. So Four of Wands in the upright. So Four of Wands is all about marriage. It is about celebration, all right? And so this is how your divine masculine sees you, is as the Four of Wands. I think ultimately he sees you also as his divine feminine, and will ultimately end up in, sees you in that long-term commitment, is really what I'm seeing. But then we've got the Magician in reverse, right? So there's stuff going on in his life that is hidden. You potentially don't even know what is actually happening in his life at the moment. I think that this is also hidden from you as well. It's also around the Magician in reverse is also, in the upright, it's about, it's a very positive card. It's about manifestations. It's about, a lot of, work and due diligence, comes through, and, in wanting to make, your dreams and your destiny a reality. But in the reverse, it really speaks to dishonesty, really, and to things that are hidden in the dark. So I think that you need to be quite careful here. But ultimately, this person does see you, as a long-term commitment. And then we have the Ace of Wands here. So when it comes to Ace of Wands, what and actually then talking about what this person's done, what this person's intentions are towards you, this talks about coming forward. So they very much do want to come through with you, or to you with an offer, is really what they want to do with the Ace of Wands, with new action, brand new action, and a new offer is what they want to come through to you. So this might actually it come through, quite quickly. Actually, I think that I'm just getting the sense that if this person does come through, if they haven't already come through to you, that you really need to be evaluating this offer with everything that you've learned so far. So you are in your Empress glow at the moment. This person is going through, some serious towers in their life, and I think that if that message has just come through, I think that you really need to evaluate the position in which that message is coming through to you, and if that actually aligns with your values now. Like, as I said, you've been on this journey for a while, so does this message coming through from him, does that honor everything that you've learned so far? So I think that you really need to honor yourself and to honor the journey that you've been on, and really evaluate if that message actually coming through with the Ace of Wands actually deserves a response or not. Is what I'm trying to get to. Yeah, I think that you need to really evaluate that. Is the message that I'm getting. All right, beautiful. Thank you. So that's actually quite a powerful message that I'm getting. So I really hope that's provided some clarity. I really do think that you need to evaluate what your next steps are. I think you have to be quite careful here. And is it honouring yourself, this beautiful collective, or is it going at odds with everything that you've learned? I think that that's something that you really need to look at, to work on. Now, I'm being told that I think we need to get a couple of message cards from your Divine Masculine, and then I want to get just a couple of animal cards as well. Just some advice from the Divine for you. All right, so I'm just going to get a couple of message cards. I'm just going to get a couple. I'm told that we only need a couple here. So a couple of messages. What have we got? A couple of message cards. Oh, from the Divine here. Okay, just maybe one more. Oh, we've actually got quite a few. All right, there's going to be a couple, but we've actually got quite a few that have come through. So I don't take any reverses with these, but let's just see what we've got. All right, so this is straight through from your Divine Masculine. So we've got, you are so very special. And I miss you. Do you? So I think this is very much on your Divine Masculine's radar at the moment. My life started when I met you. So I think that this Divine Masculine is very much he's reminiscing at the moment. Either that is why he's just reached out, or he is about to reach out, is what I'm definitely getting the feeling of here. I will just say too, just numbers that you might be seeing a lot of is 21. We've got here, so we've got 82 or 28. This also could be, divine numbers that you're looking at, angel numbers. Reach out, or he's going to reach out. So as we're talking about it, so we've got reaching out to you, or has just reached out. I think a decision has been made. I think, as we said, I think the decision will be with you, though, as to whether you will accept that or not, and if that is, honouring everything that you've learned on your journey. We've also got, I would do anything for you. Like I said, this Divine Masculine is, I don't think you're ever far from this Divine Masculine's mind at all. Wrong advice. All right, so I think that's a couple here. I think that's wrong advice that he probably received about you. It possibly actually led to the ending of your connection. Or the separation. I said not the ending of the connection, but the separation of the two of you was actually wrong advice that he received as well, which I think he's actually reflecting on very much at the moment. And then we've got I'm coming, trust. So once again, so reaching out. And then we've got I just want you all the time. So that's reconfirming that original card that we had around, the desire. I don't think that you are ever very far from this Divine Masculine's thoughts. And like I said, either he's just reached out or he's about to reach out, and it won't be very long at all. So Divine numbers that you could be seeing. So here we go. So again, so we've got 1 1, 1 1 1. You can actually see that there. So 1 1 1. So it's all about new beginnings, really. So you could be seeing 111 a lot. 82 as well. We've got 88 there as well. We've also got 22, and then the 11 there as well. So you could be seeing a lot of 22s. So a lot of repeating numbers It could also be what you're seeing. These could also be birthdays or dates of important things that have happened between the two of you as well. You could be seeing to to tie you to this reading. All right, perfect. All right, so just get rid of those. I'm just going to bring out that energy, and then I just want to get some animal cards for you. Just some thoughts from your team, yourself. So what do you need to do? What's the advice from your beautiful team through me to you, from my team to yours? What do you need to know at the moment? Yeah, I might just get one more. One more. Thank you. All right, so let's see what we've got here. All right, so the first one we've got here is Messenger. So Spirit is sending you messages. Open your greater vision to see the signs. Focus on priorities and eliminate distractions. You have a bright future. Let yourself ascend to new heights. So I think that once again, this is going back to really the energy that you're sitting in at the moment, and just confirming that this is really where you need to be at the moment. Is around, is in your Divine Empress glow at the moment. You really do have your sights set. I think you're probably quite connected to your spirit team. They do send you messages, all the time. If you maybe haven't been noticing those signs and synchronicities that your team will be sending you, then I think that you probably need to start to really look for those more, really lean on your team, during this time. Really ask them for assistance, ask them for help, ask them for guidance. Really that hawk energy. We've also got the fox energy as well. So you are swift and smart. Solutions to problems are easily found. Always listen to your instincts, resources that surround you, and be open to romance. So very much, so the fox energy. So I think you just need to be, as we've said, just aware of what's going on, really analyze things, really be in that energy when this person does come through, as to really, what is the right solution? What do you need to do? Is it honouring your journey that you've been on? So I think that you really need to, really step into that energy. What else have we got? So we've got Mystic. All right, so we've got the Polar Bear. So know the challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities, and then you carry the shaman within. So this is, once again, this is all around that beautiful healing journey that you've been on, that beautiful work that you do. For some of you, you might have found what your life journey is supposed to be, what your mission work is. I'm getting the real strong feeling that some of you might actually be tarot readers yourself. You might be oracles, you might be light workers. So really, you're being told at the moment to really focus on that, because that is really where, you will find your happiness. That's really where you're going to find strength. Is all around that. And for those of you that aren't there, I really get the sense that you ultimately will be a light worker. I get that real sense around light work here. And I think that really needs to be a focus. You really need to be focusing on that at the moment. All right, we've got adventure. So we've got the orca whale. So dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So you actually might have some travel coming up, to be honest, but I'm definitely getting the feeling that this is all talking about your journey. Yeah, this is this amazing healing journey that you've been on, which this divine masculine will have ignited within you. And yeah, I think that it's really time to just start focusing on that. Really appreciate your friends and family around you. And yeah, just to have the confidence to really step into your power is what I'm getting, is what I'm hearing. And then lastly, as I said it, there we go, power, stepping into your power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and I go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strengths. I never give up. I will succeed. As I was saying, so really having the courage to step into that power. Focus on your journey. Keep focusing on yourself, and who knows where this journey will actually lead you. It's actually quite exciting. But look, you're definitely on the right path. And when that message comes in, I'm just, not to keep repeating myself, but I think that, as I said, you really need to be considering whether that is honouring this amazing journey that you've been on. If or when it comes in, which won't be long. I'm getting the feeling that it won't be long. Very good. All right, well, I think that concludes the reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your energy. It's been a beautiful time, and I hope that this has provided some guidance, some hope for those of you that need it. And I look very much forward to to seeing you on this channel again very soon.